Does Pogue's store have any, are they advertising any fresh fruit?
I haven't seen any in the paper today. However, remember the last time you ate that fresh fruit, what happened to you?
That was a once in a lifetime.
Well, perhaps we should just go ahead and not take any chances now.
Well, I would still like to have some fruit. I think if we ask Justine, Justine!
Yes, ma'am?
What fruit's in season, do you think? You were at Pogue's store recently, weren't you?
Oh, right now, strawberry should be in season.
Oh, that would be wonderful. When you were at Pogue's store, you didn't see any strawberries, did you?
They were selling strawberries. I was there just 2 days ago.
Well, I think we should have some strawberries with supper tonight.
Now, Lucy, what did I just say about the strawberries? You want to probably try to avoid those.
It wasn't strawberries that upset my stomach. It was something else altogether. I think it was the brandied peaches that your mother sent. More than likely she put something in them.
Well, I drank the same brandy and I had no problem.
Yes, but you're used to her cooking. So, I want strawberries with our dinner tonight.
Well, I don't think it's a good idea for what it's worth.
Well, thank you, but go get some strawberries if you would.
Yes, ma'am.
And see if Mr. Pogue has gotten any new fabrics in while you're there as well.
I'll
What
look
do you
into
mean
that.
fabric?
How do you think I'm supposed to keep the family clothed?
Well,
We have
it's-
servants, we have Justine, we have you, who is always wanting something new.
It's summertime. We could probably do with a whole lot less clothing in the summer than we do in the wintertime.
So you would prefer that we walk around half-dressed?
Sometimes.
And what does that say about our reputation?
Just don't go outside the house.
Oh,
As long as
that is such a wonderful idea, dear. We'll just stay cooped up in the hot house all summer long.
We can open the windows. It'll be plenty cool.
Are we going to open them just a smidge like you like to open them in the summertime?
Yes.
I think you're being ridiculous. I don't understand this frugal nature of yours all of a sudden.
Well, we've got to watch our expenses. That's all I'm saying.
So the children have to go around in tattered clothing.
Only around the house.
You are Colonel Stephenson.
That's true.
You have a reputation to uphold, and so does your family. I am not going to have the servants and the children, or myself, or you walking around in rags that have been tattered and patched over and over and over again.
When I leave the house to go to the office, I will be appropriately dressed. Around
So
the
are you
house,
the only one that's going to be appropriately dressed, and the rest of us will be in rags all summer?
I'm the only one going to the office. The rest of you can stay in the house or in the yard.
I have the Ladies Presbyterian Society that I am the secretary of. I am not going to the meetings dressed like a pauper. I think you're being completely unreasonable.
Well, you don't know all the circumstances, Lucy.
Well, that may be, but you won't tell me anything because I am just your wife.
Such beautiful things, ma'am.
They are. They're absolutely lovely. I can't decide which one I like better.
I dream of having things like this. What are you going to wear to the dinner party next week?
Well, that's the decision I'm trying to make. I like all of these. I really like this. It reminds me of the portrait I saw of Josephine.
Gorgeous.
Yes, isn't that beautiful? I think that's gorgeous.
On you, it's gorgeous. What's this?
Oh, that's lovely. I forgot about that one.
Where'd you get this from?
That one is just on loan from a friend of mine. And I'm seriously thinking about buying it, but that pearl I do not think was a small sum.
Oh, it must be expensive. This is a real pearl, I can tell.
It's a large pearl.
It is. Well, have a seat. Let me try to put it on you. Let's see. Gorgeous.
Yes, it's lovely.
On your pretty neck.
I've noticed that your hair's done very nicely today, Justine. It seems to be that you're putting out quite the effort to look extra nice over the last few weeks.
Yes, ma'am. I was just experimenting with a new hairdo that I could possibly do on you, and I'm glad you like it.
Is there a reason we're experimenting on our hairdo?
Well, it's not in good nature to do the same thing every day for years. A new hairstyle for you would be very becoming on you, I think.
Well, I'm suspecting that you're doing it for someone else, not for me. I have heard rumors at the Pogue store that you are spending time with a certain young woodcutter.
Oh, those are just rumors, ma'am. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. He's too tall, and his eyes are too blue, and I don't like him.
You know what color eyes this young man has?
Well, whenever he comes here to deliver wood, of course, I look at him.
Well, typically a young lady doesn't notice those small details about people.
Well, I don't like the way he dresses either. And
I imagine that there's probably some interest there, and I must tell you to guard your heart because you do not want bad rumors to begin in town. Because once they begin, they will be hard to stop, and you have a good reputation at this point, but...
Who told you this?
The neighbor girl.
The neighbor girl. The
I
neighbor
believe
girl.
she said she saw you
Oh?
out walking.
Doing what?
Just out walking, but a young girl unescorted and with an unmarried man. Rumors will begin.
Yes, ma'am. Is the pearl too big for you?
No, I think it would be a nice addition. I really like it.
Yeah, this is very beautiful on you.
Oh, this one's lovely. I think this one is the one I would really like to have. I'm going to have to offer my friend something for it. I don't believe I'll be able to let it go.
What is this, dear?
Well, this is Elvira. Edwards loaned this to me. Isn't it lovely? I'm thinking about purchasing it from her. Look how large it is. It's such a beautiful, simple and elegant.
It is a nice piece of jewelry, but I don't think it does justice to your wardrobe, honey.
What do you mean, justice to my wardrobe?
Well, your clothing is so exquisite, this just kind of downplays it. I don't think you want something like that, do you?
A bigger pearl?
Perhaps a bigger pearl might look nice, yes.
Bigger than this.
This is a rather large pearl, dear. This is not going to be
Well, that
a
may be,
trifle.
but it just doesn't do you justice, honey. I think you look much, much better in a different piece of jewelry than that.
And what would you suggest?
Well, I don't rightly know. What other jewelry that you have that you were looking at?
Well, there's some necklaces on the dresser.
Any of those interest you?
They're lovely, but this one's just so simple and it's beautiful.
Well, it is. I fully agree with you. However, it probably looks like an expensive piece of jewelry.
A bigger pearl would
A bigger
cost even more.
Maybe we should think about something not quite so expensive. Perhaps these.
I don't think that this one will suit me. This is the one I like.
I understand that, but I just don't think this is appropriate for you to be getting that right now.
Do you not think it at least looks beautiful on her neck?
Oh, it does look nice, yes. But like I said, it downplays your fantastic dress that you have on. It's kind of frumpy looking.
It is not frumpy. Elvira Edwards is not frumpy. Are you implying that I'm frumpy?
Well, not at all, dear, but your mother appears to take on an oldish stature.
Everybody tells me, Ben, that I remind them of my mother. So if my mother is frumpy and oldish, I am taking from what you're telling me now that I am frumpy and oldish.
Well, that necklace would certainly head you in that direction, dear.
Benjamin Stephenson, I do not like the fact that you have just insulted me. I thought you were a gentleman, but I forget who your mother is. And that is something that your mother would say to me when she was here.
No, let's leave my mother out of this. This is simply a discussion between you and I.
No.
A piece of jewelry.
It's a piece of jewelry that Elvira has loaned me, and I am considering purchasing, but you have proceeded to tell me that I am frumpy and old.
No, your mother is.
Take it off, Justine. Take it off.
Your mother is frumpy and old. You, my dear, are not. However, that necklace seems to lend credence to your going in that direction.
I do not think that I like the way you have called my mother. You've insulted my mother, and you have insulted me. I think you need to go. Go hunting, go to the office, go somewhere, but I want you out of my sight. I have had it with you. I am tired of this. You tell me how I have exquisite clothing, then you go about telling me that I can't buy any more fabric for the children or for the servants. I have to mend everything we have. Now I'm frumpy and old.
Lucy,
Do you have
Lucy, I'm not saying you're frumpy and old. I'm saying your mother is. And I'm simply saying that that necklace is not becoming on you.
But the necklace, it's a simple necklace, Ben. A necklace that's apparently driving me into the same frumpy old direction as my mother. It seems that I can do nothing right recently. Everything I try to do or look at, you are very critical of. I have pockets. I was going to purchase a new pocket because the pocket that I have that I've been wearing for the last 3 years is literally has holes in it. I have mended it. I have patched it. I have done everything I can possibly do. You know, Elvira was nice enough to send this as a gift to me, but I cannot repay her.
Everything you're wanting to do is costing money. There is nothing you've planned that you want to do doesn't involve spending money.
I am the one that brought the fortune to our joining. You are the third son of a poor plantation owner.
That's true.
Our marriage allowed you to climb socially. So most of our fortune is based on me and my family. So what you are doing now is telling me that I cannot spend money that is rightfully mine, but apparently is now yours because you are my husband.
I'm the one that has been managing our money since we've been married here, and I've been doing very well with it.
Then why are you being such a curmudgeon right now?
Sometimes things change. What's this?
That is new perfume that I just purchased. I suppose I have to take it back to the Pogue store. You know how embarrassing it's going to be to return something to Mr. Pogue?
Well, I could return it for you.
I thought it smelled very lovely.
Smells like draining from the chamber pot. Where did you get this?
From Mr. Pogue.
Well, I think you probably should return that, dear.
Well, I'm glad to know that I'm old, frumpy, and now smell like the chamber pot.
Well, the postmaster asked me to bring this to you.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you. Oh, they're from my mother. Wonderful. Well, let's see what she sent us. Let's see what we have in this one. Move that over a little bit. Oh, look at these. Oh, they're wonderful. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love this one. Let's see what this one is. This one's pretty tiny. Oh, we'll have to see what's in the big package.
What do you think it is?
Well, at the end of it, I'm thinking it's fabric, but I don't know. Maybe I'll be lucky enough that it'll be fabric. Oh, well, there's some ink powder. Low, and Pogue's wasn't carrying it. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's fabric for turbans. Oh, that makes sense. She sent the jewelry and the feathers to create some beautiful turbans. Oh my gosh, these are all silk.
It's quite expensive.
Yes, it is.
Man.
Look at this. Oh, look at this one with all the spangles on there.
Where do you
Oh
think
my
she got it
goodness.
from?
Well, I would assume some store, unless she went out east to visit relatives. She lives in Ohio, so it's possible that she was out east. But look at this one. Oh, look. But, yeah. If we contacted the Wiggins Hotel, maybe they would be willing to let us have a ball.
And then we could show it off.
We could. And get at least a new dress to compliment them.
Yes, yes.
What's this?
Well, this is some new fabric I just got. Really nice turbans, don't you think? Look at that. Look how shiny this is. This will be so lovely in candlelight.
These look like silk.
They are. I believe they're probably from India. I'm going to let Miss Robinson have one. And we thought we'd contact the Wiggins Hotel and see if they would host a ball.
What about something like this, a linen?
For a nice turban?
Well, it'd probably be a lot cheaper.
Why is money coming into this?
Where's the money coming from?
Well, not your pocket.
Well, whose pocket is it coming from?
What's that name?
That's Eleanor.
And who's Eleanor?
Well, your mother.
Yes, my mother sent me these, dear.
So she paid for them?
No, she took it out of your bank account. My mother sent these as a gift.
And you're not going to reimburse her for them?
Why would my mother expect a reimbursement for a gift that she has sent me?
Well,
You have been at me all day long
Yes,
about finances.
I understand.
My mother sends me a beautiful gift, a package, that I am willing to share with Miss Robinson and have a ball, and all you can do is complain about finances. Constantly finances. I do not understand the nitpicking and the ridicule that I have taken all day long regarding our finances.
We need to be tightening our purse strings on our expenses around the household.
And why is that?
Things are tight.
But you're not telling me why.
Well, money is an issue at this point in time, and let's just go with that. How's that?
Well, why was money not an issue when you had the tailor create that new silk vest for you?
That was over a year ago.
I do not believe it was a year ago. It was 6 months ago.
We're talking now.
Well, you sure can find money when you want something of your own.
Lucy, we've got to sit down and discuss this in a rational fashion.
If you're not willing to tell me why we're having financial difficulty, I don't know how we're going to settle this.
I'm never getting married.
You know, you keep everything from me.
Oh, you're still here? What is that commotion?
You will never believe what I've just heard. I came in with packages for Miss Lucy from the postman.
Yeah, these are beautiful.
Right? Colonel Benjamin walked in and starts asking about the silks and the linens, and they just started arguing about money.
About money.
Apparently they're in a little financial situation where linen is preferred over silks.
Oh, that kind of a situation.
Yeah.
There have been rumors going around town that the bank isn't doing so well.
Colonel Benjamin's
Yes. In fact, whenever Lucy sends me to the store, she's been asking me to buy double the quantity of fruit than normal because she doesn't want people to think we're not of means. There are rumors. So, what is that noise?
I believe they're still arguing.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I've just sat myself down and had some tea.
I think I would like a cup as well.
I believe that one's vacant.
You try and talk about this in a rational manner.
I would be rational, Ben, but you will not tell me what our financial situation is. You keep hinting at that there's an issue, but you won't share it with me. And all I can assume is it's become, I am just a simple wife. I shouldn't know about finances, but what you seem to forget is that I'm the one that brought the money to this marriage. Without my father's inheritance, we would have nothing. We would not be living in this beautiful home that my money built, but you won't share with me anything. But you nitpick over every little thing I look at or everything I buy. You tell me I have to wear rags or I can't afford this. and I can't afford that. But she won't explain to me. But I guess it's because I'm a simple woman. What do women know?
It's your money. I readily agree to that. Howsoever, I have been managing it. I've got us a bank. And unfortunately, the bank is losing money.
What are you implying?
That we are in financial straits. We have got to tighten our purse strings up in this house. We're losing money in the bank.
How are we losing money in the bank?
Well, the trading going on between the St. Louis banks and our bank, and we've lost $40,000.
Ben, that's a small fortune.
I fully understand that. That's why I'm trying to tighten things up. I didn't want to panic you by telling you what's going on, but you keep digging for answers rather than accepting my suggestions that we need to cut back on that family household.
So what you're saying is it's my fault that you didn't bother to tell me
No.
that we were in financial straits because I'm digging.
I'm not saying it's your fault.
It sounds like that's what you're saying.
I'm trying to keep the dark news from you.
And how wise was that?
Well, evidently not too good of a decision.
I would say you're correct. It was not a good decision.
But we're at that point now where it's been exposed and we must deal with it.
Well, thanks for keeping me informed, dear. That's just been wonderful. And now that I know that it was my fault for spending more money than we had because you never bothered to tell me that we were in financial straits. Thank you.
I tried to hint at it, but you weren't picking up on the hints.
Because
I don't want to come out and just blatantly blast it out.
maybe honesty would be the better policy. Instead of embarrassing me in front of the neighbor's daughter, who will probably go home and tell her parents, and who knows where the rumors will go from there. You could have easily set me down because I am an intelligent woman, although my choice in husbands at this point is being questioned. Possibly I should have listened to my mother and married the farmer after all.
Oh, jeez. Lucy.
I'm done.